Hi, with the help of AI, learning a skill never been easy. Like playing guitar, programming, you can learn anything just half of the time. Let's start. Let's take a look at the Feynman technique. What it is, how it works. So Feynman was a famous physicist. He was the greatest scientist of the 20th century. He had actually great lessons for students about physics and mathematics. So let's take a look at the Feynman technique. Feynman was famous for studying for students with any level of background knowledge. So how it works with ChatGPT? Let's take a look. So let's ask our ChatGPT, explain for me please machine learning as for 15 years old thing. So what is the answer? Machine learning is like teaching a computer to learn from experiences, much like how you learn from your own experience. Imagine you want a computer to tell the difference between cat and dogs. You show a lot of pictures of cat and dogs and etc. As for 5-child. Machine learning is like teaching a toy robot to recognize things. Let's say you have a bunch of toys, cars, and toy planners. You show the robot each of them and tell, this is car, this is a plane. And the robot looks carefully to each toy and starts to notice difference. Cars have wheels, planes have wings, and etc. This technique is great if you want to learn any new topic, and it will help you to start quite gradually getting deeper and deeper in your knowledge. I would dream having that in my university time. The next method called Socratic method. You probably remember that ancient philosopher, and he was famous who preferred to write not even a page of text. Indeed, he was quite a smart guy, and he preferred just a dialogue, and he thought that this is the best way how to give knowledge, how to emphasize and create an interest in student. So how we can use? Easily, we can use it in ChatGPT. Let's take a look how it works. Give me a Socratic question for topic of phishing attack and provide comments to my answers and use it for next questions. Start with one question. What methods do cyber criminals usually use to carry out a phishing attack? They create a fake website or app that looks exactly the same as original one and steal the user's data. And it gives me the next question. Considering that cyber criminals create a fake website or app, what measures can individuals or organizations implement to distinguish these fraudulent sites from legitimate ones? So that's we start the dialogue and we can talk, and that will help me to understand what I know good and where are some gaps that I need to fill. So that's the great, isn't it? The next hack I usually use is creating summaries for quite a long videos. How it usually works, you look for some information and then watch, scroll, and then realize that was just a waste of time. How you can fix it? What I do? Usually I prefer to use plugins in ChatGPT, but recently I realized that they do not work quite well. Usually they provide some mistakes like several or I don't know answers. So enough for me. So I found a new service that's called Sonics. Yes, you have to pay for it. It's like $10 for 1 hour. So, but I usually use it for my learning or for my business needs. So I prefer to pay. What I do? Let's take a look at this Elon Musk video. So I don't want to watch it. What can I do? I just upload it here. Just provide a link here. Transcribe in English. And then in a few minutes, it will provide us a real text. And what I can do next, I will put the transcribing into ChatGPT and ask it to create a short summary. Next one is Pareto principle. It's also known 80-20 principle. How you can use it for learning. So you can ask ChatGPT to create for you a summary of the information, 20% of information that will give you 80% of all knowledge that you need in some field. Let's take a look. Let's put some cryptocurrency and ask ChatGPT, what key principles and concepts will give me 80% of the essential knowledge on the cryptocurrency? and it provides for me a list of technology that I need to learn: blockchain, decentralization, cryptography, mining algorithms, wallets and key smart contracts, etc. So it gives me like the plan that I can use just to start to learn any new field that absolutely like dark for me before. Next, have ChatGPT to find for you the best resources for your learning. It could be podcasts, online courses, books, and etc. You don't have to waste your time on just Googling, typing it, just ask. Let's take a look how it works. Could you recommend the best books, online courses, on podcasts on Python for beginners? This is the famous programming language. So it recommends me some books. Python Crash Course is very famous, must read. Automate the boring stuff with Python, learn Python the hard way. Online courses by Coursera, Code Academy, Udemy, and some podcasts. That's great stuff for just to start. I don't need to waste time or find some senior programmer. Please can recommend me a book. It's just a way to start immediately. Hey, if you have any business and you want to automate, you can book a consultation with me. I will look at your business process and find the spot where you need to automate. Use AI, will find for you tools and you can improve your business and make more money for it. Book a call with me. Do you know that between a sailing and a business strategy you can find an analogy? I never did. But finding analogy, it's a great way to learn new skills. Our brain works that if we know some area, you will learn something new, providing some bridges between something you already know and some new. It could be quite different field of knowledge, but that's how our brain works. Let's take a look. Could you provide an analogy between learning to sail a boat and another field of knowledge, such as business strategy or technology, to help me understand it better? And let's take a look. Understanding the basic and tools, reading the environment, navigational skills, and etc. So if you know some field and you want to learn new, please ask ChatGPT to create for you those bridges. It works quite well. Next one. I don't use Google anymore. I prefer to use Perplexity.ai. It's a new generation of search engine with implemented AI. How it works? It gathers information across a variety of sources, merges it for you, and provide a clear answer. Let's see what we can do. Let's assume I'm a US citizen and I want to apply for UK a long visa, and I have no idea what to do. And go to Perplexity.ai and ask how to apply for UK long visa for US citizen. Just blink of an eye and we have a step-by-step guide. And then I can add an extra question, like what 4 questions of the form I will have. And it understands the context of my previous questions and provide an extra result based on my previous question. So, do you use Perplexity or still Google? Write in the comments. And next, last but not least, creating a learning plan. I know it could be pain in the ass, and sometimes you prefer just to go to some university or short course and just be guided. But sometimes when you don't have guide and you need to learn by yourself, you might struggle and distributing your time, find the topics and etc. and etc. And here ChatGPT works the best. An example. Could you help me to devise a 2-month learning plan for marketing in e-commerce? And as a result, we have a distribution on weeks with objective, activities, with exactly chapters from books we have to read, and what extra we have to do. That's great, we don't need a teacher anymore. So, as you see, with the help of AI, you can learn much faster, more productive. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe and see you in new videos.